Last time. Descent into Avernus. In the heart of Baldur's Gate, as the mellow hum of conversation flowed through Elfsong Tavern, our band of adventurers set their sights on meeting Tarina, a supposed ally with information on the cult of the Dead Three. Arriving mid-afternoon, they shared an amiable round of ale before Salvatore, ever the diplomat, engaged the half-elven bartender in a humorous exchange. A faux love story of pen pals meeting for the first time had the bartender spilling the beans on Tarina's location, revealing that her penchant for gambling and Baldur's Bones left her right upstairs. Taryn, always sharp and keen, identified a woman named Alyssa, who seemed to have a bit too much confidence in her winning streak as a person of interest. As Salvatore, Vishara, and Taryn delved into the dice game up above, Lulin, seemingly out of her element, endeavored to provide moral support, leaning heavily into her newfound taste for ale. Throughout the gambling bout, a web of deception unraveled, with Taryn and Alyssa sharing clandestine exchanges in Thieves' Cant. The game's climax not only unveiled Alyssa as their quarry, Tarina, but also Lulin's wild nature, as she summoned Beartooth, her wild companion, amid suspicions of foul play, sending the tavern into a frenzied state. Tarina, with her facade crumbling, confessed her pirate past as Rhonda Thunderbell of the Uncivil Serpent, revealing her perilous predicament, the looming threat of her vengeful crewmates. And in a precarious deal, the group agreed to protect her until dawn, with the promise of knowledge about the cult and a good word to Nine Fingers Keen. Amidst the unfolding drama, the ethereal voice of the Elfsong's legendary ghost serenaded the tavern with a melancholic ballad of Elturel, the weight of its lyrics setting heavily on the room, stirring speculation and sorrow over current events. The evening's relative peace shattered when the boisterous entry of pirates heralded a looming confrontation. Their captain's brazen demand for Tarina was met with Taryn's unwavering defiance. With tension snapping like a tautly pulled bowstring, the session culminated in the eruption of a tumultuous bar brawl. And thus brings us to the present moment. Where patchy rays... And thus brings us to the present moment, where steel meets steel and will meets will in the dusky ambiance of the Elfsong Tavern. Tonight, our intrepid adventurers find themselves locked blades with Captain Leckard Deadeye Cadaverous and his ruthless crew. The ticking clock of destiny waits for no one, and neither does Deadeye. You all see Beowulf rush into the tavern, at which time I need you to roll initiative.
What the hell did you guys do?
You come in to see an interesting scene. There is a bar brawl between your friends and a pair of pirates with some bodies lying on the ground with some pools of blood slowly spilling out from them. Many of the other tavern patrons are spread out from the center, leaving ample room as a large half-ogre woman and a moving suit of armor move in, appearing to be bouncers of a sort. And we start at the top of the round with Taryn Lightfinger. He is going to use his shortbow to aim at the pirate captain, but first he is going to try to identify him with a history check. He identifies Leckard Deadeye Cadaverous as a pirate captain. And That is enough. Know that he has a passive perception of 10 and can speak any 2 languages, including Common. Is all he's got. So he's gonna line up his shot. He's gonna shoot his short bow straight at the man. And he misses on a 9, taking us to Lulin Quilleroth. What do you do?
I still have these guys restrained, right?
Correct. They are restrained in the entangling vines.
She will take out trying to find my stuff. I think I'm gonna change into a wild shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna change into Papa Wolf. And my wild companion is still gonna be there.
Okay. So if you go down to all of your wild shapes on your sheet, you can find the wolf, which is wild shape quarter. Click the first button by the wolf on the far right.
The actions.
Actions tab, scrolling down to the towards the bottom, you should see your wild shapes, and the wolf is the last one in the challenge rating quarter wild shapes. All those. Yep, you hit the little star button. Gotta hit the buttons on the far right. There's a little standing man. You want to click that first button. That will actually change you. There you go.
Sweet.
So you can see your token is now that of a wolf. And before everyone's eyes, you see Lulin's form quickly meld, and shape itself as she begins to stoop down on all fours, and hair, matted gray, beautiful, starts sprouting from her skin as she appears into a wolf before all of you.
Does it
Savitar's jaw just drops.
does it take another action to bite, or is that
Wild shape is an action.
okay? So I can't do anything else right now. I think that would be my turn.
Okay. And Beartooth is going to take the dodge action, which takes us to Vishara's turn. What do you do, Vishara?
This is a good question. I think I'm just gonna shoot at the captain
Okay.
with my crossbow.
All right, go ahead and target him. There you go. Vishara lines up a crossbow with a bolt right in it, closes one eye and lets loose. The bolt strikes right into the captain, scoring a hit. Roll damage. Ah, he cries out in pain. Oh, you're going to pay for that one. 9 points of piercing damage. Anything else, Vishara?
Ruben just turned into a wolf. My other teammates don't appear to have taken any damage, so that'll do it.
Okay, and that takes us to Skuna. No fighting! No damage! You don't break anything! Going to roll a d3. 1 for the pirate, right there. 2 for the captain, and 3 for the wolf. Rolls a 3. So Skuna is going to take a large fist and reach out behind her back to brandish a battle axe, swinging it down with force on Lulin, scoring a hit on a 20. Lulin, you take 16 points of slashing damage, which drops your wolf form.
Oh my gosh. I'm almost dead.
No, you only took one, let's see. Only took one on there. It's not displaying correctly. That's weird. So 5 points of damage. Yeah, you should only have 5 points of damage.
Okay.
You're at 12 hit points.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. And now, Captain Leckard, Deadeye Cadaverous. Lulin, as you drop your form, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can maintain concentration on your spell.
Okay. Right. Oh,
You
darn it.
lose concentration. And the entangle disappears. Ah, that's more like it. You're a bit more trouble than you're worth, lass. He is going to multi-attack Lulin right in front of him. With one Scimitar strike, another Scimitar strike, and a dagger attack. The first Scimitar is batted away, but he cuts back with a savage back swipe. Lulin, you feel the bite of the blade slice into you, dealing 7 points of slashing damage. Now comes a dagger from the side, piercing into your ribs, dealing 4 points of piercing damage. Still alive, are we? And the pirate is now going to go. He is going to attack Lulin with a Scimitar attack. And the Bane takes away from it. As you are doubled over in pain, you're able to sidestep away from the pirate's swipe, taking us to Salvatore Lieben's turn. What do you do?
Well, seeing the entanglement is clear and noticing the Lulin's in a rough spot, Salvatore's going to get in there. So I'd like to know 2 questions. Would you require an action of me to try to reason with Skuna? Hello.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I suppose it really depends on how much you go into it. Like, if it's a real quick one, you might be able to just get away with, like, doing a check and seeing what happens, but if you really want to, like, try to make it work, it would probably take an action, yes.
Okay. And then I know that I have enough movement speed to get into the fray, but with how much bigger Skuna is than the rest of us, is there space in between Lulin and Skuna for Salvatore to get in there, or is that just all the space is taken up by Skuna?
Between Lulin and Skuna?
Mm-hmm.
There is not enough space, no.
Got it. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2. Okay. So I guess I could really only get like here. And before striking out, I'm just gonna yell over Lulin to Skuna and say, "Skuna, what are you doing? You know, we didn't start this fight. We're just trying to end it to help you make this tavern a safe place again."
Make me a persuasion check.
Does that do anything? Okay. Or every time I interact with the map, my character sheet stuff goes away, so I gotta.
If you want me to, I can roll that.
Yeah, would you mind? It's
got it.
It's not really cooperating.
You rolled a
Thank you.
12 plus your 5 turns that into a 17. You see Skuna as she's holding her battle axe, bringing it back for another smack. She pauses. And then you see her look between the pirates and your group. And there's a little confusion on her face. It appears you have done something.
And then I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing my long sword over my head at this Leckard Deadeye and try to strike him in between the shoulder and neck around the clavicle.
All right, go for it.
And I think I'd like to make that a booming blade.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time seeing like what my clicks are actually doing because I can't pull up the.
Okay. Yep, you got it.
Okay, so. I'm so sorry.
All right, I'll make the longsword attack. All right, Salvatore moving up, giving a declaration of persuasion to Skuna. Very skillfully lines up his longsword, slicing down from an overhead cut, aiming straight for the neck and clavicle of Captain Leckard. And the longsword bites in, hitting flesh with a 20 to hit. Leckard, clever boy, takes 6 points of slashing damage, and the booming energy of the blade courses out, swallowing over Leckard. If he willingly moves 5 feet or more before the start of your next turn, he's going to take some thunder damage. All right, Salvatore,
Great,
anything else?
No, I'm just going to look at the captain and say, this could be a lot easier if you just give up now. And then I'll end my turn, and then I'll decide and thank my DM for driving in this weird situation I'm in right now.
All right. Now it will be Clank's turn. He also heard yours. Clank is going to attempt to grab at the captain. Stop fighting now. And he is going to make a grapple attempt. Rolling a 15 versus the captain's 18. Clank is unsuccessful. That takes us to Beowulf's turn. You are entering the tavern. seeing this fight, one of your allies appears to be in dire straits. What do you do?
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna move 10 feet over to here. And then I'm gonna attack this guy right here, and almost no questions asked. Just, I gotta support him.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, let me just try, there we go.
Beowulf, ride or die, I love it.
Then I believe we do that. Oh man.
A 6 misses.
Okay, let me see what else I have for actions. Got nothing else for actions, so I'm just gonna take a swing at this guy, miss, and be like, what's going on? What are we doing here? And that's my turn.
All right. That takes us to the top of the order, once again with Taryn Lightfinger. He is going to line up another shot at Leckard. And the short bow shoots an arrow straight out, scoring a hit on a 17. He's going to add sneak attack to this. And you see the arrow bury into the soft flesh of his gut, dealing 13 points of piercing damage. And we go back to Lulin Quilleroth's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I can find one.
You feel 7 points of rejuvenating energy course through your body as your connection to the spirits rejuvenate you. 7 points.
Dogtooth, to me! As bonus action, she calls him.
Okay.
And he, does like a misty step over and deals cold damage to, Leckard.
Okay. You got your face step.
Yeah.
I think that's not until 3rd level that you get that extra season stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. When you reach 3rd level, your face step gains an additional effect based on your season.
Okay.
You do have a bonus. You do have a bonus action. You can command Beartooth to make an attack if that's what you want to do with your bonus action.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So Beartooth attack.
Okay. Beartooth will do just that. Something.
Oh, that. Okay, no. So it's when the spirit appears, like when I summon them. That's when they take the damage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. But he is going to make a bite attack with the Freezing Seed against Leckard. Rolling a 4 plus 2 equals 6. That is not enough. Bishara, you have received initiative. What do you do?
Lulin just got wrecked. So I'll come over here, just like crouch on the table, and I'll place my hand on Lulin's shoulder from behind her, and I will also cast Cure Wounds.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
10 points of healing course through your hands right into Lulin, rejuvenating her back to full health.
There you go.
Don't
Nice.
die.
Thank you. Let's do this.
And then that was 15. I'll just go ahead and move back over here just so that I'm not boxing in movement.
Okay. Skuna is confused and doesn't know exactly what to do, so she is not going to take the opportunity tack. Anything else, Vishara?
That's it.
Okay. That takes us to Skuna's turn. Skuna is going to divert her attention to the pirate next to her and slam her battle axe straight into his chest, scoring a hit on a 19. He staggers backwards, taking 9 points of slashing damage. You stop now! Leckard says, I will have Tarina's heart. Tonight, you will not stop me. He is going to make a scimitar attack against Salvatore. With multi-attack, the first one misses, the second backslashes, misses, and a dagger comes twisting in his hands to stab beneath your exposed flank, Salvatore, but you block it with your shield. That takes us to the pirate, who is going to
Flourish my
turn...
blade, and I just say really quickly, is that all you got? You can do better than that.
Oh boy, don't taunt the fates. And the pirate is going to turn its attention to Beowulf now, slashing with his scimitar. Missing, as it scrapes off of Beowulf's thick hide leather. Taking us to Salvatore Lieben's turn.
Salvatore, you're muted, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Well, I've got a point to make and a fight to end. So, you know what? It's time to boom and blade, and then it's time to lash out with my longsword.
Nice.
A 19 hits. Roll damage. Another 8 points of slashing damage, cutting into Leckard as the booming energy courses across his body once again, but he is still standing. Your blade work and sorcery will not be the end of me, boy.
Let's agree to disagree, and we can catch up in a couple minutes. I will end my turn there.
Okay. Clank sees Salvatore, Leckard, and Beartooth. It is going to roll a D3, 1 for Salvatore, 2 for Leckard, and 3 for Beartooth. And it rolls a 1. It is going to reach out with 2 gauntlet fists and slam at you, Salvatore. A 13 misses. The second attack goes against Leckard, scoring another miss as he dodges out of the way. Beowulf, you received initiative. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to attack Mr. Unidentified Creature number 2 here.
Okay.
I believe I saw him selected.
That is a hit with a 22. Roll damage.
Amazing.
Beowulf's
And then
war scythe comes slashing out, cutting into the pirate standing beside his captain, dealing 10 points of slashing damage. And you see him slowly fall to the ground, slain.
Nice.
right, and then I'm going to move right here next to Beartooth. And that is my turn.
All right. We go to the top of the round. Taryn says, this might be a little more against my usual way, things I've learned in this place, but Leckard, you seem to be outnumbered now. Might want to lay down your arms. And he is going to ready an attack. If he sees Leckard move, he is going to fire an arrow. Lulin, what do you do?
Lulin is now so angry. Her eyes begin to glow a bright white, and shimmer kind of starts to go around her, and the calm, non-aggressive Lulin is completely gone. And she brings out her scimitar and strikes Leckard.
Danger, Lulin.
Natural 20!
Lulin, you strike out with your scimitar and score a natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see.
Your scimitar slashes out with a devastating backslash, and it cuts clean into Leckard Deadeye Cadaverous. How do you want to do this?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, with Lulin, her mind is not even present right now. You see her reach across her left shoulder with her scimitar and whip it across really hard, and it cuts off his head. And he falls dead to the ground.
Slashing out with all the anger of the forests, Lulin's scimitar swipes clean under the neck of Leckard, and you see him pause as his eyes suddenly open wide, horror turning to blankness, as his body slowly tumbles to the ground to 2 thuds, as the head falls after the rest. Congratulations, you have defeated the pirates chasing after Tarina. You have saved her, at least for the moment. But right now, everyone is just staring at you. Dead bodies on the ground. Taryn shouts out, we might want to get out of here sometime soon. Maybe grab Tarina. Dead bodies, Flaming Fist usually show up pretty soon.
Who?
The Flaming Fist? You remember those guys?
Tarina, who?
Oh, that's right. You weren't here. Tarina, she's who we came here to meet. Well, we met her. And these pirates were going after her, and we saved her. So now she owes us one. We should probably go.
All right. Lead the way, I suppose. Step away for one moment.
Salvatore's going to sheath his sword and just sprint after Taryn.
All right.
All right.
Lulin's eyes continue to glow, and her skin continues to have that glowing hue, and she seems to strike again at the air, but it's like as if someone were there. Like she's still fighting.
I'm gonna clock this as I'm chasing after Taryn and just like stop for a second and try to reach out and give Lulin a just like a gentle, light rest of my hand on her shoulder and say, "Lulin, you there?"
What happened?
You did a good thing. You did a good job, but we got to get going. You all right?
Okay. I don't know.
Just follow us.
Okay.
It'll be okay. Just
Okay. And she follows.
Salvatore's
right.
going to turn and chase after Taryn.
Taryn goes upstairs.
Alright, so
Grabs
I guess-
Tarina, comes back down.
Alright.
Guys out of initiative order.
Cool.
Right, so let's go to some Theater of the Mind. So, quickly, Tarina comes downstairs. And she sees the scene. Oh my. You guys did well. A little bit too much blood if you ask me, but, you know, I won't begrudge you your methods. Probably won't want to stick around too long though. Kind of ruined my old cover here anyway. Well, let's go outside in the alley real quick. I'll tell you everything and then I'll get going. And she brings you outside as the rest of the tavern patrons kind of go about their business. They take the bodies, toss them outside, and then, you know, kind of have nothing to do with it. Seems like this isn't all too out of the ordinary. Though Skuna and Clank do not appear to be letting you within the tavern, at least this evening once again. Alan behind the bar is quickly at work, you know, talking to customers, everybody, maybe getting their stories straight and everything. City of Blood, as it is known, appears to have a underbelly, an underworld, live and thriving. Once you get into the alleyway, Tarina talks to you once again. Oh, okay, what was it? The cult, right? Let's see. There is a bathhouse out in the northwestern area of the lower city. I've seen a lot of cult members, cultists of the Dead Three, coming in and going from that area.
Have you seen them doing anything, or involved in any activities or something?
I haven't seen much myself in that direct area. It's a public bathhouse, several blocks northwest of here, actually. There's a walled garden, frolicking nymphs carved into its front gates, you know, for the wealthy elite of this town. Followers of the Dead Three have been seen coming and going. I'm told there's a secret door inside that leads to a dungeon. That's where I believe the killers are hiding. I haven't seen much myself, but you hear enough tales. I wouldn't go frolicking around at night, especially if you're from El Torel. A lot of them refugees have been going missing. Running up dead.
That's horrible.
So, say we wanted to go investigate that. Would you be able to point us in the right direction? You maybe give us any tips on getting in there?
I've already made good on my deal, I thought. Told you exactly all the information I know.
Get us out of here.
Insight check.
Alright, roll me an insight.
And just imagine Beowulf kind of like standing off to the side, kind of just still a little confused. I just killed a man for y'all.
Did not work. Okay. 1 sec, sorry.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
I can roll it. Insight. Ooh, you rolled a natural 1 for a 2.
Ooh.
I trust her. I think she's telling the truth.
Can I do an insight check too?
Yes, anyone that wants to roll an insight, roll now.
All right, sure, I'll do it because I don't know really that much about this chick.
Did I roll?
Yes. All right. Vishara rolls a natural 20. At
Damn.
25, Beowulf gets 13. Yeah, she's telling the truth. As far as you all can tell, Vishara is very certain she's telling the truth, but she's kind of saying it in a way to prod, to see if, like, maybe you have something else to offer that she might be willing to give some sort of help.
All right, well.
Well, I mean,
Vishara?
Vishara knows this, not Salvatore
Correct.
or anyone else.
And Shara, is she telling the truth? As Lulin stares at.
She seems on the up and up to me. Where was the bathhouse you said?
About 3 blocks northwest of here.
Then we are done with you. And Lulin walks off.
Sure enough. Won't see me again. Definitely not around these parts.
Hey, Tarina, before we go, just curious, we're even now. But say we owed you something in return for a little bit of help with this bathhouse investigation. What would you say it's worth to you to help us, make sure we don't just get stuck in the next spot?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that, we're even now, right? We're all good. We're on level. But if there's something in it for you to help us not get stuck at the next location, what would that be? How could we encourage you to stick around just for a minute longer?
My encouragement usually comes in certain colors. Gold.
I mean, we did just spill a lot of red for you. Does that mean anything?
That's true. I may be saved for at least the present moment, but there were more crew members. It wasn't just Leckard.
Beartooth walks up to her and growls in her face.
All right. I'll take the hint. You've saved me a lot of trouble these days. I do owe you one. Taryn, don't forget what I said. I'll be speaking to our common friend. Now, there's nothing else we can do. I believe our deal is struck and done. I appreciate all that you've done for me. And I hope that my information serves you well to the end of your days. Though if you go there, it might come sooner than you would think. I would not suggest it. But you seem capable and of yourselves. So for now, I say good day. And hopefully this will be the last you've seen of Tarina. She turns...
Feeling is mutual, Tarina. Goodbye.
Turns and leaves.
I'm gonna turn this out to him and be like, so, what fully happened? I kind of just...
Boy. So, long story short, she's my pen pal. No, she's not my pen pal. We had to find that woman that just left us because we got a hot tip that some folks that were involved with what happened in El Terrell might have a base of operations in this area. We met her. We learned that, as you heard, there might be some suspect activity in the bathhouse. As we were leaving, folks accosted us and was looking for Tarina. Taryn took it upon himself to make sure that we got the information before they could get her head. Violence ensued. That's kind of where you came in. We killed some folks, unfortunately. Thanks for your help, by the way. Much appreciated. And now we got to figure out how to get to a bathhouse and maybe find another tavern to take a good night's rest and heal up and prepare ourselves for what Tarina supposes is a pretty dangerous situation. Is that it? And I turn to the rest of the group. I'm like, is that a good recap?
Totally. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right on.
Thing?
All right. Well, good to know that. Well, just know that I'm with you guys.
Oh, and Lulin chugged some ale and got super drunk and tried to kill some people with a bear. It was awesome.
I wouldn't have killed him. I was just trying to scare him.
Really?
You fooled me and them then.
Would. Yes. Beartooth is just a big teddy bear.
Not from what I've seen, but hey.
I was gonna say he seems like an actual bear to me, if not a magic bear.
No. I guess you just have to know him.
I mean, I don't speak with animals, so.
You turn into a wolf. What's with that?
Well, I think with everything that's been happening, more of my druid powers are starting to manifest. You know, my family comes from a long line of very powerful druids. Powers bestowed on us by the Earth Mother. In exchange for being clerics and priestesses to her and taking care of her people and the earth. It appears that I am not out of inheriting that. So, things may continue to change.
That is, good to know. You continue to amaze me, Lillian.
Yeah. You know, I kind of have a blank. I was cut down and bleeding, and the pain was terrible, and then I felt a little better, and then there was a dead body and a head. What happened?
Yeah. So a couple of questions.
You killed a guy.
When you were a wolf, were you? Like, were you all there?
Actually, not quite all. I knew what was going on.
Yeah. But when you were a wolf, was your name Lulin or was your name Wolf?
No, it was Lulin. It was me. I saw what was going on, but things were kind of like almost, I don't know, in a strange, ethereal kind of way.
Okay. And then when you started shining and your eyes were glowing and you chopped a guy's head off, were you Lulin then too?
My eyes glowed? I chopped somebody's head off? Oh man.
I mean, he was asking for it. Like, Salvatore looks at Bashara and Beowulf and so he was asking for it, right?
I mean, yeah, it's normal to kill people. It's just a way of life. It's gonna happen.
Totally normal to kill
like
people.
He was going to, he didn't seem like he was gonna leave peacefully.
I mean, he was trying to kill you. He hit you a couple times, I think.
Self-defense.
I mean, you did the right thing.
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I've never killed anything. is horrifying.
Lilin, I've never killed another person until El Terrell fell. And I'm taking that a little far because I didn't act. I mean, those folks were killing innocent people. That's the only reason I acted. You acted the same way I did. You saw someone trying to kill your friends, and you responded. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That was a bad man trying to do bad things to good people.
I suppose. I need to get a hold of my mom. Some of these powers are different, and I've been having weird trances too. Something's written out.
Is the trance the thing that made you sparkly, shimmery?
It's possible. I need to get a hold of her. Something's
don't
weird.
get me wrong. It was kind of horrifying, but equally impressive and amazing. And I am very inspired to stay on your good side. But yeah, it sounds like we should find you a way to get in contact with your mom. You know how to? Do you have a thing? You got like a magic to do that?
I would have to summon a bird to take a message, or hire
Do what you got to do.
courier. Yeah, as soon as we can get to where we're safe for the night.
I've got a question for the DM.
Yes.
So all four of us are out of our element in Baldur's Gate, right?
Yes.
Is Taryn still?
Taryn's very much in his element, and Beowulf's very much in his element.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess I could have just asked the party instead of. Sorry. All right. Well, Salvatore's gonna just kind of turn back to the group and be like, "Anybody know a place where we can shut down for the night and rest up that isn't Elf Song Tavern? I don't think we're getting back in there."
I might know a few places, though I haven't been here for that long. As a question, Nomad, would I have a decent bit of information about anywhere else?
Yes. So you know a lot about Baldur's Gate. You've been in the lower city for quite some time. You know of a few well-known points of interest, locations, and locales. If you're looking for a place to rest, specifically, there is the Elfsong Tavern and Inn, of course. But there is also the Blushing Mermaid. However, the Blushing Mermaid does not have a very good reputation. Infamous up and down the Sword Coast, the Blushing Mermaid is known as the best tavern and inn in Baldur's Gate for those looking to get their teeth kicked in, or to kick in someone else's. Always one spilled drink away from a brawl, the bar is the sort of place most don't visit unless they're well armed or with a lot of friends. Preferably both. There's also, those appear to be all of your options in the lower city. However, if you would want to try, there is the Shrine of the Suffering, which is a temple of Ilmater, which you might be able to kind of just hang out for a night. Otherwise, a lot of the inns of good and preferable nature would be in the upper city, which right now would probably be closed off, as the gates are closed as of a certain time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna relay pretty much our options, and then I will say, while we do have a few options, I would just say we just go to the inn. I mean, the Blushing Mermaid, it might not be the friendliest of places, but I think we'll be fine there.
I trust your judgment, Beowulf. My only question would be, Tarina did say that Elturans have been disappearing, and I guess I just don't really know how someone walking along the street would be able to distinguish between someone like you and, say, someone like me. Is there like a way that Baldarans walk or talk that's different from how folks in El Terrell operate? I guess if we can blend in, sounds like it would be a good idea too.
Question for you, Nomad.
Let's see.
Donovan was wondering the same thing.
Everyone, go ahead and make me a wisdom check. Beowulf, you may make this wisdom check with advantage.
Alrighty.
Can I also make it with advantage? Because I'm, like, specifically because I don't know. Like, I know how...
A straight wisdom check with advantage?
Never mind, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Vishar. I'm looking at your features. I'm not really seeing anything that stands out, so... city secrets. You know the secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When you are not in combat, you can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as your speed. Yeah, okay. I would say just a straight one. Okay, Lulin with a 21, Beowulf gets a 19, Vishara 18, and Salvatore 12. Alright. Lulin and Beowulf, you both kind of figure that the refugees and Elturians that are being slain are probably most likely those that are out wandering in the city without like a place to stay. Which could explain why they are easy targets. Because they're just wandering the streets right now as refugees.
Alright.
As far as anything like specifically being able to tell between a Balduran and an Elturian, in outward appearance, probably not a whole lot, except Elturians would definitely be wearing lighter shades and things that kind of are brighter. Colorful clothing, different stuff like that, whereas Baldurans are probably like darker shades, more powerful, like reds and everything like that, as well as probably more nondescript clothing to avoid notice, if anything. But both dirty all the same, because you are in the lower city and the Elturians are refugees.
Alright, so then I'm gonna kind of relay to Salvatore. Well, it's probably mainly just the people that are homeless that don't have a place to stay. And as for things that would be different about us, Elturans probably wear lighter clothing. What else? Fuck, I already forgot.
That's good. That's good.
I'm sorry. I have so many dogs. I have my dogs barking in the background.
It's okay. It's all good. Salvatore's gonna hear that and say like, "All right, well, it sounds like we better find a place to sleep tonight." And then he looks down at his at the left side of his chest, in between, kind of like his pectoralis and his left shoulder, and notices that there's a light piece of cloth hanging off of it that holds the symbol of his fallen order that he joined not too recently. Recognizes that that's a symbol of El Terrell guardianship, and tears it off of his armor and throws it to the ground. And then, a little worried that he's looks a little too clean, picks up some dirt next to that fallen emblem and just kind of like wipes it over his chainmail a little bit, kind of just to dirty it up, you know. It says, "Well, I don't know about y'all, but sounds like we have some things to learn and maybe a bed to find."
I suppose I better tell Beartooth to take a hike for a while.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
I want him to go, but he's not exactly low profile.
Yeah, he would
Sounds like you can call him back.
All right.
Salvatore, if you didn't already have an inspiration, I'd give you that.
Oh, dang. I keep forgetting those. Dang.
That hit hard. I'm just like, I'm picturing the scene. Like you ripping that off, throwing it on the ground. Oof. Right. So.
Not what I'd choose to do, but.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to say, before I leave, I would want to pick that up.
Okay.
And kind of just put it in my pocket.
All right. So it sounds like we are set to go to the Blushing Mermaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready if they are.
Let's take our mid-session break right now, because it's right around that.
Cool.
So
Sounds
a
good.
quick 5-10 minutes. Let's be back ready to play by 20. So it's 7:13 for me now, so 7:20. Right?
All right,
Cool.
so 7 minutes. Yep.
You call for Beartooth.
All right, I am
Does it
back.
just materialize, or is it like a...
Yeah, so Beartooth is a wild companion. And then I can shape change as well.
Got it. So you can just make it come and go
Yes.
whenever.
Yep,
Yeah,
we did
so
a little custom class.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
So each
Very nice.
animal reflects the season that I'm currently wearing. So I had winter, so Beartooth was cold. He had the icicles and the jagged, like fur and stuff, and he dealt cold damage when he appeared.
So it's kind of like a polar bear, if you would.
Kind of, yeah. And then Bigfoot, who is the rabbit, does poison damage. He's green and gaseous looking, and so it kind of depends upon who I summon and what season I'm wearing. And
That's
I can
cool.
change it every long rest. Yeah, it's really cool.
What was the so is this like a fully homebrewed class? Like, what was the inspiration for that?
Well, it's like Circle of Wildfire, but we just changed it up a little.
Oh, cool.
I was gonna say it struck me as like Wildfire or like Totem Barbarian.
Yeah.
Like Totem Druid.
Right.
I basically just took Wildfire and then I just changed the damage types and then made it fit specific with Lulin.
So cool.
Yeah, and then the whole eye thing, Lulin, her background is the haunted one, and so she gets a little crazy, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, you don't say. Cool. That's fun. That's a cool concept.
So it sounds like we're all together again.
Yep, I'm here.
Ready to go?
Bashara?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good to go.
Let's get right back in. Find food first. All right. So now we have this map. Your guys' map that I will be revealing things as you go. So all of these green markers you can see points of interest and everything. Neighborhoods. So like right now you're in the Eastway, which is a neighborhood of the lower city. There's also Heapside, which is the northwestern corner, which is the area which Tarina told you the bathhouse is. I just revealed the Blushing Mermaid over in Heapside, which is where you guys are wanting to go right now. However, it is nighttime.
Oh.
It is late in the city of Baldur's Gate. No. Streets are dangerous as of recently. You got to get from Elfsong Tavern to the Blushing Mermaid. As you set out, I need someone to roll me a D20, please.
I got it.
All
Do you
right.
want to try it or not?
Roll it in the open. Go ahead.
I can get it to go. There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh, that
All
wasn't
right.
good.
With a 4, you move through the streets, seeing a few huddled forms here and there. A few snoring bodies laying in the streets, the smell of booze and other such things. Baldur's Gate still has a thriving nightlife, even in times like these. Plenty of people out and about doing God knows or the gods know what. Before you get to your destination, Taryn pipes up. Hey guys, I got something I gotta do. Really hate to do this. I know we've made acquaintances and kind of done some stuff together, and that was all cool and all, but I got a place I need to be. I hate to do this to you, but I gotta get going. Otherwise, it might be my neck, and I don't mean that figuratively. So I guess this is where I say bye. And he kind of gives you like finger pistols.
All right.
All right, Taryn. Well, safe travels.
There, try.
If you need us, I guess send a bird.
Oh, if I make it tonight, I'm sure maybe we could find each other again. As you well know now, if you haven't put 2 and 2 together, I'm kind of in the guild. You ask around, see if you can find me. I might be of some help, but yeah, my boss, he might kill me if I don't go there right now. So, bye, I guess. And then he takes off.
All right.
Other than that, you make it to your destination without incident.
Amazing.
He left as mysteriously as he arrived. I'm gonna turn to Beowulf and say, "Is there anything we need to know about this place, or are they used to people stumbling in and asking for a room?"
Well, I mean, I guess we could probably just go in and get a room, but the one thing that you definitely gotta just watch out for is don't screw with people in there, all right? It'll end badly if you do. Just keep to yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Can do. I'm just gonna side-eye Lulin.
Yeah. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm okay.
We need like a safe word if you feel like you're about to get glowy eye and swinging again.
Maybe, yeah.
Don't yell at somebody if they eat meat, please.
Lulin, what's your safe word?
No. Maybe you should pick one.
Cranberry.
Cranberry?
Cranberry. Yeah.
Cranberry. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
And I don't know what I'll do when I hear cranberry, but I'll try to help or do something.
I'll be on the list now too, so
If Lulin says the safe word, then I'll do my best. I
Yep.
feel like I'm the most versed with dealing with people in a high stress situation.
yeah, you help emotionally. We help a little bit more physically, right, Salvatore?
We got each other's backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Beowulf, you know this place better than the rest of us. I'll follow your lead.
And maybe one more after I hear from my mom, Maybe she can give us more insight into how we can better shake me out of that so I don't like blow our cover.
Right.
It's like a good idea.
All right, you ready to head in then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Get some sleep.
Vishara will sort of like loop her arm in Lulin's and like walk in stride with her.
Hey. Thanks.
I've got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I can't believe what happened tonight. It's just crazy. Oh,
Just
thank you.
take the rest of the night and relax, and you'll feel better in the morning, I'm sure.
You're a good friend.
I try to be.
Yeah.
And she gives Lulin a smile.
I like it when you smile.
All right, and we walk in.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive at the Blushing Mermaid, ramshackle tavern, middle of Heapside of the lower city. You open to walk inside to see that which the place takes its name after. A life-sized wooden mermaid hanging above the incongruous reception desk. The dozen blackened and withered hands nailed to its body. Souvenirs left by those who refused to pay their bill.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Beyond,
What did you lead us to?
Well, I didn't say it would be high quality, all right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Salvatore's just like on high alert listening for the word cranberry.
beyond the combination lobby and common room, the Blushing Mermaid is a confusing maze of wings and oddly interconnected floors, hiding dozens of small, shabby rooms, and at least 4 levels of cellars. Few people bother to sleep at the Mermaid, due in part to its operators' loud pronouncement that they aren't responsible for any losses, including those of life.
All right.
Just scanning around, is it clear where we could go talk to someone about getting a room?
Yeah, and I was gonna ask, so is this a wall or is it like something we can pass under?
That is... There's an area you can pass under right there.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
And I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
guessing
tokens
there is-
just because that would be too much to put on a map, but there are people
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing that this is the reception desk right here.
Right there.
Okay, right here, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so then I'd walk up to the reception desk and be like, so guys, we sharing rooms or are we just gonna do one each?
If there's a way for us to get a full night's rest and stay in the same room, that would be my preference.
I think I would like that too, especially if there could be trouble. It's better to have more numbers if you're in trouble, right?
I guess.
That's
all
right.
So then I'm gonna kind of like look to the person at the reception area and I'm gonna ask, you got a room that can hold 4 people?
Yeah, I got something like that. Be a 1 silver per.
I think we
Right.
can swing that.
Alright, 1 silver per, and I'll hand them 2 silver.
There's
I'll have
only...
the other 2.
Alright, 4 silver right there. He takes them in his hand and kind of bites on them a little bit, looks at them, double checking, kind of eyes you guys over. Alright, let me show you to your rooms. puts the coins in a little lockbox thing and then points at one of the bouncers, you know, kind of keep an eye on this or whatever, and then takes you out into the back. Shows you to a door that has a questionable lock, but it does have a lock. Opens it inside, and there's not a whole lot of space. It's definitely not a place that you would probably want to sleep in for long. Might not even want to sleep on the mattress, truth be told. But it is spacious enough for the four of you.
Alright.
Well, is the assumption we've entered the ring?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if we're all in here, I think the first thing I'd like to do, if everyone's okay with it, is close the door, lock, and then move the heaviest looking object in the room in front of the door.
Oh,
Anybody disagree with that action?
No.
No, go ahead.
What do we see in this room that might be the best barricade?
There is a wardrobe of sorts.
Okay. Anyone want to help me move this thing in front of the door? My gesture to the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Alright, you take some time to move over the wardrobe right in front of the door. It is late at night, and sleep has probably come very close to overtaking you, even through the din happening quite nearby outside your door. You feel confident in your chamber. There is no window. It is a fully enclosed room as far as you can tell.
That was my next question. Thank you.
And the wardrobe in front of the door applies some extra protection and safety. You wish to begin your night.
Yeah.
Okay. You are in
Hey,
a...
before we go to sleep, is there a way to just kind of like check this room a little bit, and make sure there aren't any access points that we might not be aware of?
Yes, definitely. There are, you can make an investigation check, and you're basically just spending an amount of time kind of looking it over.
Yeah.
Would that amount of time reduce our long rest?
No.
Okay. All right, then I'll turn to the group and say, hey, I know I'm being a little bit paranoid, but again, people like us are disappearing, so this place is a little bit creepy, and I'd just appreciate it if y'all help me look around a little bit, make sure we aren't about to turn into some sort of next statistic, if you will.
Yeah.
You mind just kind of taking a look around with me, make sure no one can kind of surprise us?
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, if you really wanna, I guess it could help.
Alright.
If you just want to go to bed, I get it.
I don't need that much sleep.
Salvatore, I got you rolling a 14 on your investigation.
Thank you.
Alright, let me just have to find my skills again.
I think Bajar is looking for the best spot to like lay her bedroll. She's used to sleeping on the floor, so she's looking for the spot that's the most comfortable.
I'm not really looking that too in depth. I'm not really thinking that anything bad's gonna happen, so I'm just kind of like half-assly looking.
Alright, Salvatore and Beowulf, you're kind of checking. You don't find any hidden nooks or crannies, anything that gives you concern, save for the door itself definitely doesn't seem too trustworthy in a way. You got the wardrobe in front of it, so at the very least, if someone was coming, you'd hear them. But the door doesn't give you a whole lot of confidence that it would withstand being broken into.
Well, I mean, I think we're at least decent.
Yeah, I guess this is the best we can do, right? So Let's try to get some shut-eye.
Yep. And also, I just want to say, for my trance, I want to take just 4 hours, and then after that, I'll just stay up the rest of it.
Okay.
Ditto.
And also, I can switch out the proficiencies, right?
Yes. Once you complete your trance, you can change your proficiencies.
Ah, okay, I see.
Okay. So, within a sanctuary, you are able to take a full night's rest, resting for 8 hours. 4 hours in your trance for Lulin and Beowulf, and 6 hours for Vishara and Salvatore. You wake up the next morning, later in the day than usual, for you stayed up rather late. It is 9 o'clock in the morning.
I haven't slept this late, and I don't think ever.
Yeah.
You call this sleeping up late? I mean,
What's sleeping in late for you, Beowulf?
I mean, late, maybe 1 p.m. honestly.
Into you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. How do we all sleep? Any weird dreams? Any fun dreams? Any blissful non-dream? Just out like a light.
Looking at Lulin.
I need guidance on that one. How did my trance go?
Your trance went pretty well in the night. A lot of the things that you have been going through recently and a lot of the trials and tribulations seem to have kind of put you in a state away from the present dangers. Your sleep was rather uneventful, and now that you come to think of it, you don't really remember much of your trance. It's almost like blank. Didn't really dream or anything.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't remember too much. I don't think I dreamt.
No, it's not a bad thing.
No, but usually when we trance, we tap into our Fey ancestry and kind of we all weave in together and grab each other's memories, and I don't know. We just the way it was for last night. I don't know.
Don't know either.
I mean, you had an exhausting day. Sometimes it's okay to just, shut it down.
Right. I need to get a message off. Do you guys need to do anything this morning?
I just need some help moving this wardrobe.
Alright.
Maybe wash up the blood off of my clothes.
Right. Forgot about that one.
I think it might help you blend in here, honestly.
Well, this is a lot of blood. I don't know if I blend in unless we were going to the butcher shop.
Fair enough.
You'd be surprised.
Okay,
I'll
well,
pay lead on that.
and at least wash my face.
Yeah, I definitely might want to do that. I mean,
Is there a source of water in this room, or is there like a shared communal, bathhouse inside this tavern?
Inside this tavern, actually, no, there is not.
There's nothing?
Not in this tavern.
Dirty. Okay. I guess before we leave this place, Salvatore's gonna get into his backpack and grab a small circular disc that fits in the palm of his hand and kind of turns back to the rest of the group. And you see him fussing around in if anybody looked closely, they'd see a compact disc with a little bit of powder in it, and then on one of the sides of the disc, a mirror. You can see Salvatore kind of dabbing around his forehead and his cheeks to kind of cover up a prominent purple hue to his skin to make it look like a pale white. Put that powder back, close it up, and put it back in his backpack. And then turn to Lulin and see that she's got a little bit of smuts on her face, and hand her the circular disc and say, "Hey, if you wanna just do a little bit of cleanup there, you just open this up. It has a little mirror in it. You can kind of, you have a little bit of guts right on your cheek there."
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. I'll do that. Hey, what? I was kind of out of myself. What happened to your symbol, your order?
I mean, I just didn't want to make us a target. I figured if people saw me walking around with that emblem on my chest, they'd know we were out of towners, and feel like we just need every single thing on our side. Seems like success for us is gonna exist in the margins here, and every little bit helps. So, my order's gone unless we can raise that city from the ground. So, and save every soul in it. And I don't know if that's possible. So until then, I don't belong to anything except, I guess, you folks.
Oh.
I mean,
All of a sudden, throws her arms around your neck and gives you a hug.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
A little bit surprised, but then eventually, closes his arms around hers and says, "Thank you. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
We got each other."
Right. So Lulin will summon a brother owl.
Before we get too far, Lulin, if you're done checking yourself out,
Yeah.
mind if I have that back?
Yep.
Thank you, and put that powder makeup back in my backpack, and I'll look over to Beowulf and said, "What were you saying, man?"
Well, I'm just gonna say, you don't want to forget about your order, honestly. You always want to keep that in your head.
Oh,
Just-
I appreciate that.
Make sure you always remember it, yeah? And I'm gonna kind of pull out the little emblem, and I'm gonna hand it to him. Keep it on you. Don't just leave it.
Oh. Well, Salvatore will take it and lock eyes with Beowulf and say, "Thank you. It wasn't my intent to try to forget. I just kind of hastily made a decision in the moment to do what was right for the group. I didn't think about, retaining a memento, if you will. And thanks for looking out for me. It means a lot."
Yeah, of course.
And I'll fold that up and put it in my pack.
Right.
So, so I summon Brother Owl
Okay.
so that he can take a message. I hand a message to Brother Owl using my speech of beast and leaf, and tell him to go forthwith to find Mother and give her the message and come to me as fast as possible.
Okay.
Very fine.
Brother Owl appears. Do just that. All right. What else are we doing?
Right, so, she did that. I suppose the next thing we have is possibly that bathhouse. Investigating that, right?
Yeah.
I reckon that's the next move.
You guys were talking about how we could maybe get in or something. I could change into like a spider or like a cat or even a rat and, wiggle my way in and do a little investigating and then come back out.
Quite the idea, Lizard.
Sure.
Just think about it on our way there, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have any leads on where to even start looking, though, do we? I mean, we just know there's a building. I'm gonna, Salvatore's gonna turn to Beowulf and say, I don't know, how much do you know about this bathhouse? Do you know anything about this bathhouse outside of we need to find a secret entrance to a dungeon?
Beowulf. Make me a history check.
Oh,
I'm putting a ton of pressure on you right now, Beowulf. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm just like, let me just find history. That is 17 plus 3 for 20.
All
Non-natural,
right.
of course.
Man,
Beowulf. You actually know of this bathhouse in a small sense.
in a small sense.
There is a one-story stuccoed building with stained glass windows and clay roof tiles, very well taken care of, kept after. Paid for by the wealthy elite of the upper city, which is odd seeing as it's in the lower city. But nonetheless, a few of the wealthy elites and even some that can afford it from the lower city go to this bathhouse during the hours of the day for a nice couple hours of relaxation. They have warm pools and spas that you can just sit and steam for a while. They also have massage rooms. You seem to remember a kind of specific name jumping out to you, being benefactors or people that take a prominent role in paying for the bathhouse to be upkept and used. That name is Vanthampur.
I'm sorry,
Vampire?
Vanthampur.
Vampire, like one word?
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to say that.
Vanthampur, Vanthampur.
Vampire.
Can I just say Van? You can't say that word. But yeah, being completely honest, I don't quite remember things like that. Like immediately, I have kind of short-term memory, but so I'm just gonna say that I kind of explained it while you were explaining it, if that's fine. So yeah, that's what I know.
Okay. Well, so Seems that this bathhouse kind of serves the purpose of letting the rich folk of the upper city get away with one, is what it sounds like.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, so we don't know if this secret entrance is on the inside or on the outside. Seems to me like we might just have to crash the party, find our way in a little bit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a public bathhouse, right, Nomad?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a public bathhouse. We should be able to get in relatively easy, so long as we have money, I presume. Which I have a little bit.
I think we could probably pool our resources together.
Yeah, make life easier. So, yeah, so y'all ready?
I'm ready if y'all are.
Perfect. Guess I'm leading the way then.
All right.
Right behind you.
Once again, heading out into Baldur's Gate. Need a D20 roll.
Salvatore, Vishar, want to do it this time?
Not
Go
it.
ahead and do it this time.
Cool.
Right. Waking up in Baldur's Gate, setting out from the Blushing Mermaid, you only have a block or two to go. Straight north, towards where you know now the bathhouse that Tarina spoke of is.
I feel compelled, due to my what I perceived as an earned paranoia, to just kind of be constantly looking over my back and scanning the crowd to see if I recognize the same person popping up close to us too many times, maybe someone tailing us, anything like that.
Okay.
My fantasy grounds is just crawling right now. Let's see. I'm playing on a 2012 MacBook Pro, guys. It's
Oh yeah, one of those.
it's rough. It's rough over here.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I had a Mac at one point.
All right.
Yeah.
As you're walking through the streets, Vishara, please roll me D10.
We got 4.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I need to do something real quick.
The game is over. Everybody create a new character.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate gets sucked into a hole. Everything's over.
Nice knowing you.
Yep. Oh well.
GG.
I killed everybody in session, what? It's session 4? 5?
Yep. Taryn dodged a bullet. So did Aslan.
New speedrun record.
Yeah, this encounter would most certainly kill you. We're not going to do that.
Wait, you're not gonna do it?
No.
Well,
that would be way too much. You rolled like.
Can we know then?
Yeah, you rolled like the worst one. It's called the Dead 3 Murder Squad.
Oh god. Well,
specializes in murder.
Sounds warm and cuddly.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that patch actually did kill us all.
She could change into a spider and hide in a crack in the building.
I could teleport away.
So we probably
I could
could
die
maybe-
nobly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going
I
60
can
feet.
also die nobly.
Yes, or die nobly. That would be the other option.
Just teleport. All right, guys, have a good day.
Okay,
Just, alright guys, see you in the afterlife.
Yeah.
that works.
Man, next time I think I gotta roll.
So now we all know, don't roll a 19 and a 4.
Yeah, 19 out of 4 equals game over.
Oh.
So, Brother Owl is delivering your message, right? He's not with you?
Right.
Okay.
I DM'd you in Discord.
I see that now. Okay. So, walking through the streets of Baldur's Gate, getting closer to this area of the bathhouse, and you're coming to an area that's not quite so populated, which is odd, a city of this size. But nonetheless, you round a corner, and you find yourselves in the middle of an alley opening up into the street on another side. Then you hear a voice calling from the darkness of a shaded wall. Look at these little pigeons. What are they doing wandering about in our city? You don't look like you're from around here. And you turn to see...
Skeletor just... Oh, sorry.
You turn to see a threatening, an aggressive-looking man that is wearing mail, has a wicked-looking mace on his hip, a shield. Upon the shield, there is an icon. Everyone make me a proficient religion check, please.
Proficient religion?
Yes,
like we
proficient.
have to be proficient in
Yep,
it?
gotta be proficient.
Oh, dang it.
I'm not proficient.
That's not me.
Nope.
Is he by chance a fiend, fae, or undead?
It is not.
Dang it.
Right, so nobody's proficient. You see on the shield, there is a black...
Is that a star? On our
Yes.
character sheet, is that a star? Okay.
Yes.
But never mind. Sorry.
There is a black gauntlet held upright in a fist. As you turn to look, you see another figure on the other side, still standing in the shade. Apparently trying to remain unnoticed, but not like he's really trying to hide, he just hasn't come out yet.
Right.
What do you do?
So Skeletor's just gonna so could you describe our positioning a little bit? Like, so we're in an alleyway, right?
So you're traveling through the streets, you went into, and like the streets aren't all like well put together, it's all just like stuff on top of each other, so there's like zigzags and going around through alleys to get to where you want to go and everything. So you are in kind of like a main avenue, you turned a corner into a little alleyway. It's not like a tiny alleyway, it's like the backs of buildings and stuff. So I guess it's not where anything is that people would need to be, and you're gonna just like kind of cut through to get to the other side where there's the main street that you want to be on. But it's wide open, there's lots of space.
Got it. Okay. Well, I guess Skeletor's gonna say, "Oh no, that's all right. Yes, we are." And I'm just gonna direct the crowd to the open space back to the busy street.
I'm gonna be like kind of watching them as I'm watching them very closely, and I'm looking to see if they kind of reach towards their weapons.
All right. As you all turn, two more figures appear out from behind you. These
Son of a bitch.
are hooded figures with long black cloaks. And they pull out long daggers. You remember these from fighting in El Terrell. They are night blades. The man before you, suddenly you remember Fists of Bane. It appears these are cultists of the Dead Three.
Oh no.
And at this time, I would like everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
No.
Just as a question, how high up are the roofs?
Some probably 8 or 10 feet. Some would be 2 stories, so maybe like 18 to 20 feet.
Cool. Okay.
We're in the top right corner of the map.
Right.
Oh.
Oh man.
All right, still waiting on you, Salvatore.
I know, my fantasy grounds is just like
Okay.
really reminding me how old this Mac book is. It's
I'll
pretty
roll
rough.
for you. Let me know what you want to do, and I'll just do it for you.
I appreciate
from now
it,
on
man.
for
Sorry
this
about
session.
this.
No worries.
Thank you. While I'm rolling for initiative, Salvatore's gonna look over his shoulder and try to make eye contact with Leland, and she'll hopefully just barely hear, "Cranberry, cranberry."
Oh, brother.
All right. All of you may place your tokens anywhere you wish within that zone that I just made.
Okay. I'll place it right here.
Vishara would have been with Lulin, so wherever she wants to be.
Okay.
I don't know where you are because I don't see the tokens.
Do you have the
Top right.
map open? We're on the top right.
Yeah.
If I can,
Oh, I see it. Okay, it's just really small for me to see.
Yep.
you gotta just zoom in. I mean, you guys are right next to each other, but anyway.
Yeah, it's just taken so long for me to zoom in. I'll be able to get there in a second. It's my computer's basically doing like a James Webb telescope zoom in right now. It's how difficult
okay.
it is. Yeah, no, I can start to see it here.
Got it. Okay. So we begin
This is a lesson learned.
at the top of the order with Beowulf. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna move towards this guy down here. Oh, I meant right here. And then I'm going to attack him with my scythe.
Okay. That is
21.
a hit with a 21.
Boom.
Amazing.
Nice.
7
You
damage.
deal 7 points of damage as your scythe cuts into the Nightblade.
All right, and then I'm going to end my turn because I have nothing else.
Okay. And that will
Hey,
take
DM,
us
were you
to...
gonna let us move our characters before combat
Yes.
actually started?
Yeah, we
Yes.
had like a
Got it.
25 square.
You can move 10 feet in any direction from where you are, Salvatore.
Okay, cool. Is it clear based off of what we're looking at who the instigator of this was? The guy that kind of did his weird pigeon
Yep,
thing?
Fist of Bane 1 was the one that called you, straight to your north.
Okay. I would like to position myself, I guess, to Lulin's right, since that would be 10 feet, right?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Sorry.
Worries. All right, Vishara, what do you got?
Okay. Can I see Fist of Bane 2 over in this
Yes.
corner, like the corner of this building?
Yep.
I can see them.
Yes.
Okay. Bane is 30 feet? Right?
Fist of Bane 1 is 30 feet. Bane 2 is 35 feet away.
No, the spell range is, like, the range of spell Bane is 30 feet, right?
30 feet, yes.
Oops, sorry, wrong thing.
Yeah, I guess the real question would be, can I get into a position where I can Bane, Fist of Bane 1 and 2, and then Nightblade 1, and, like, see all three of them?
Yes. Right there.
Okay. I will do that then.
Okay. Bashara steps just to the side, reaches out a palm, and utters a prayer to her god. And you see these chiming bells, these divine energy kind of chime around the heads of the two Fists of Bane and the Nightblade. However, both Fists of Bane succeed on their saving throw. Nightblade 1, however, does not. Anything else, Vishara?
Then I think I'll just move that way, and that'll be it.
Okay. Fist of Bane 1 is going to go. He is going to run straight up, barreling Salvatore, and attempt to swing his mace straight at the man. But he trips and slides a little bit upon the gravel on the ground and rolls a natural 1.
Oof.
That takes us to Fist of Bane 2, who is going to go running out, moving 30 feet, and dash action to get right there. Nightblade 1, going to rush up 30 feet, and is going to try to stick a long-bladed dagger into the ribs of Lulin. And scores a hit on a 19. Lulin, as soon as he gets within 5 feet of you, you feel this wave of dread and fear wash over you, and you can almost feel the blade sinking in before it even touches you. It goes in deep, much deeper than normal. For you appear to be vulnerable to this attack, as he deals 6 points of piercing damage that is doubled to 12 due to an aura.
Holy shit.
Salvatore, what do you do?
I'm going to ready a booming blade, and I'm going to swing like hell on that Nightblade that just stabbed Lulin.
All right.
And tNomad, I apologize. My fantasy ground is just like frozen, basically.
Okay. I got it. Salvatore casts a sheen of booming energy across his blade as he swings out at the Nightblade attacking Lulin. But a 9 is not enough to hit. Anything else, Salvatore?
think. I should have done this first, but oh well. I think I'll do my what's it called? Hexblade Curse as a bonus action.
Okay.
And put it on that person that I failed to hit.
All right. Salvatore reaches out to curse the Nightblade with his Hexblade's curse. It is so.
Turn. Thank you.
Lulin, you received initiative. What do you do?
Going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, no.
4 points of healing surging back into you. You've used your action. What else do you want to do?
I would like to teleport up onto the roof if I could.
Okay. Yes, you can. This roof right here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lulin, in the blink of an eye, disappears into some brown, red, and orange autumn leaves fluttering to the ground as she instantly appears on the rooftop nearby using her face step.
Salvatore, for the first time, is very grateful that Lulin used that disappearing act to distance herself from the rest of the group.
All right, Lulin, you have movement. Otherwise, that would end your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay. Nightblade 2 is going to go. So you think you are the death dealer? Lord Bane is... And it is going to stab out right at you, Beowulf, with a long bladed dagger. But it is blocked by your armor. Taking us back to the top of the round with you, Beowulf. What do you do?
Alright, I'm gonna slash back at him. Not even paying attention to his words, just kind of narrowing my eyes at him and swinging again.
A 17 hits.
Nice.
That
12 damage.
is 12 points of damage. Your second scythe attack cleaves into this Nightblade, felling him.
Alright.
Nice.
And
Well
then
done.
we're gonna turn to the right and see what's going on over here. So I'm gonna move all the way up to this Nightblade right over here. And then I'm going to end my turn.
All right, Vishara, you've received initiative. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and Vishara sees that 3 of them are moving in on her and now Salvatore since Lulin teleported, and is going to move over this way. And is going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on this Fist of Bane too.
Okay. Ooh, a natural 1.
Oh,
Vishara
brutal.
swipes her hand, casting a radiant bolt of energy, and throws it out, but it goes wide, soaring over the Fist of Bane's head, crashing into the side of the building behind him.
and that'll do it.
Alright, the Fist of Bane 1. Oh, little birdie wants to fly away. Well, that's alright, I'll take you, piggy. And he swings his mace straight at Salvatore. Does an 18 hit?
It meets my AC, yes.
So that is a hit. Salvatore, you feel the crunch of the mace head smash into you as you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, taking us to Fist of Bane 2, who is going to step up and do the same, swinging its mace on your flank. A 14 misses. Nightblade 1 looks up to the rooftop and then turns his attention to Beowulf. And he is going to attempt to stab its dagger at you, Beowulf.
Alright.
You anticipate the blade as it is clumsily made. The man, somewhat distracted, rolling a natural 1. Missing. Beowulf, you're up.
Oh, am I? Oh, huh, okay.
Or, sorry, Salvatore.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, what?
Total slip of mind. Salvatore, you are up.
All good. Well, I've got a hex applied to this. It's Nightblade 1.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna continue reapplying Booming Blade and swinging like hell at him.
All right. You do just that, swinging out a shimmering longsword. An 18 gets through the defenses of the Nightblade, scoring a hit. And you deal 10 points of slashing damage. The Nightblade is still up, but there is a long gash on its leg as the blood drips from its black clothing. And it will take damage if it moves before the start of your next turn. Lulin.
Before I end my turn, I have a quick question. So Hexblade's curse is different from Hex.
Correct.
I have Hex as a spell.
Yes.
As a bonus action, could I cast it on someone else while maintaining my Hexblade's curse?
Yes.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay, who would you like to hex?
I would like to Hex Fist of Bane 1.
Okay.
And then I will shout out, dude that just hit me is looking pretty ripe, y'all. Focus up.
Which ability do you want hexed? Strength, dexterity, intelligence, constitution, wisdom, or charisma? They get disadvantage on any checks using that ability.
Gosh, I wish I knew more about the types of checks that our team spells.
Checks are different than saving throws. So you wouldn't be applying disadvantage on saving throws, it would just be checks. So like an example of a strength check, if you try to grapple them, it would make grappling easier because grappling is usually a strength check.
Yeah, I think unless anybody disagrees, I might go with strength.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now it is Lulin's turn. What do you do?
Wild shape to a panther.
Ooh.
It just there it is.
You see the familiar form of Lulin up ahead morph into a strong, sleek black panther.
And then I would like to counterattack first Bane if I may.
The Fist of Bane?
No. First, yeah, Bane 1. The one that he just really screwed up.
Oh, the Nightblade. Okay. Move 20 feet straight and succeed in a claw attack. Alright, so you're 10 feet up, but I think the Panther would be fine with that. All right. You leap down, charging straight at the Nightblade, and pounce on it.
I think she meant the Fist of Bane 1, right? Or... Did?
She said the one that Salvatore really messed up, which was the Nightblade.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Is that the wrong thing?
You hit the damage. You want to hit the dice.
Oh, there we go.
And you hit to deal 3 points of damage. Lulin, you leap down, pouncing straight at the Nightblade, and like a silent, deadly assassin, you fell him.
Awesome.
That is all the Panther can do. That is, yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Just gonna back up.
Back up, you will take an opportunity attack from the Fist of Bane 2.
Okay, we'll do that. That would not be good.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right, back to the top of the order. Beowulf, the Nightblade right before you has fallen. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to move right here in front of this Lulin, and then I'm going to attack the Fist of Bane.
Okay.
That's
A
23.
23 hits.
Oh, nice.
7
7
damage?
points of slashing damage striking out. The Fist of Bane is still upright, but your scythe has cut deep.
And kind of as like a little jest, I'm going to be like, over here. I'm all right here. Oh, look at him. Look at me. Watch your surroundings, mate. And that's my turn.
Okay. Vishara, you received initiative. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do Toll the Dead.
A tolling bell of the dead rings out, but only to the Fist of Bane, who muffles their ears and succeeds on the check. Anything else, Vishara?
And then it seems Salvatore looks a little hurt. So I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on him. And it'll just be, you can't die either.
4 points of healing surge into you, Salvatore, from the rejuvenating words of Vishara from behind.
Because when she healed Lulin last night, it was, please don't die. So she looks at Salvatore, you can't die either.
Dang, what about me? All right.
Yeah, get hit and then we'll see.
Salvatore's going to feel the relief and just look over his shoulder and be like, I appreciate you, thank you.
All right, anything else, Vishara?
That is my action and my bonus action. And I think I'm fine staying where I am, so that's it.
Okay. The Fist of Bane. Oh, so you've taken care of the Baneites. No matter. He's gonna swing his mace at you once again, Salvatore, but you bat it aside with your own shield. Taking us to Fist of Bane 2. Oh, we got a new one. He's gonna swing his mace at Beowulf. scoring a natural 20.
Oh,
No.
Vishara had to jinx it.
Beowulf, the
Ow.
mace cracks into your head, and you start seeing stars as your vision blurs and fades from red to black. You receive 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And that is your wound threshold, so you are going to take 1 wound risk.
Oof. Alrighty.
Salvatore,
You'll be all right.
you are up.
Well, I would say that Fist of Bane 1 has been getting on my nerves this whole fight. So I'm going to, boom and blade up. I'm going to swing like hell. With my long sword. I hope that I connect to make good on my hex.
All right. Booming blade on Fist of Bane 1, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Salvatore's longsword strikes out like a silver serpent, cutting into the exposed flesh of the Fist of Bane with an 18. And that deals 6 points of slashing damage as you see blood and red streak across his armor. Anything else, Salvatore? Oh, along with that, your hex curse died. So you regain hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma modifier.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, nice catch. Thanks.
Yep. Almost forgot about
so
that.
the dude that I hit was hexed.
Yep.
So he should hit 1d6 damage whenever I hit him with
Yep.
an attack.
That was on there. So you rolled a 2 on the D8 and then you rolled a 2 on the D6.
Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a good question. It just doesn't show because I rolled it for the GM.
Yeah.
But if you
yeah,
would,
I
if
get
you
it.
were to roll it, you would see the dice.
Happy to put points on the board. Thank
Yep.
you.
All right. You
Yeah.
still have a bonus action and movement. Do you want to do anything?
No, I think I'm good. I'll end my turn. Thank you.
Okay. That will take us to Lulin's turn. In panther form, what do you want to do?
I am going to just back up just a little bit to get into pounce stance and then go right for First of Bane 2's neck and do a bite attack.
Okay.
Keep moving this.
That would be the first dice for the panther. The cast attack melee plus 4. The panther reaches out to attempt to bite on the back of the neck of the Fist of Bane, but he puts his shield up behind him just in time to prevent the fangs of this feline creature from clamping down. You miss.
Okay. And then he doesn't have to make a save for the pounce or anything. No, okay. All right, then. That's my turn.
All right. And that takes us to the top of the order with Beowulf.
I was right. Oh no, that's for claw attack. Succeeded. Okay, I thought it was if you.
Okay, so I am going to attack the Fist of Bane 2.
Okay. Natural
Aha!
20.
Aha! You hit me, I hit you.
Yes.
Nice one.
What? I don't even know how much damage. I did not see how much damage that was. No, it's
24 damage.
22. I had the thing again.
24 points of slashing damage, cutting into the Fist of Bane, laying open by a savage swipe of the scythe. Fist of Bane 2
Oh my God.
is dead.
Dude.
Alright. Well, gotta keep moving.
Well played.
I'm going to end my turn right there.
All right, you have 1 wound risk. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, DC of 14. You roll a natural 20. You do not receive an open wound. That takes us to Vishara. What do you got?
I'll just go ahead and try to cast Hold the Dead on Fist of Bane 1.
Okay. It fails. Roll damage.
And he is already wounded, correct?
Yep. That he was. The Fist of Bane receives 1 necrotic damage as the tolling bells ring in its head.
And then I'm out of spell slots, and nobody's dying, so that's it.
Alright, the Fist of Bane is going to turn its attention to Beowulf. I'll get back to you later. I gotta put this one down first. He's gonna swing his mace at Beowulf, scoring a hit with a 14.
Alright.
Beowulf, you feel 8 points.
Oof.
That was wrong. 7 points. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And your world turns to black as you fall unconscious on the ground. And you receive 1 bludgeoning injury count
Oof.
for falling unconscious. That takes us to Salvatore's turn. What do you do?
How's Fist of Bane 1 looking?
Make me an insight check.
I'm so sorry, tNomad. You're gonna have
Oh yeah,
to
that's
make
right.
a check.
You can do that.
My foundry is ground to a halt.
All right, you roll a 7, which is higher than what the Fist of Bane rolled. You know that the Fist of Bane is still healthy. It's not at half health yet.
Okay. Okay. Salvatore's gonna try and do the right thing. Before he drops down to lay on hands with Beowulf, he's gonna yell over at Vishara. You got him? Asking
Referring to the Fist of Bane or Beowulf?
Beowulf.
Vishara will reply in the affirmative.
Okay. Knowing that Vishara will heal Beowulf out of his down status, I'm going to continue focusing on the Fist of Bane.
Okay.
So just, reapplying Bending Blade in case he tries to run, and then swinging like hell.
All right, same as ever. The shimmering blade strikes out at the Fist of Bane, but he blocks it aside with his shield.
That's all I got. It's my turn.
All right. Lulin, you have received initiative. What do you do?
Bounce attack. with a claw. So it says that if I move 20 feet straight and succeed in a claw attack, the target must succeed in a strength save or be not prone.
Correct.
And then if they're prone, then I can do an additional attack as a bonus action.
Correct.
Okay, so that's what I want to try to do.
Okay.
Do that,
So
right?
you could move here, and then there, and then... Yes. Okay, so 18
Yeah.
is enough to hit.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll the damage for that claw attack, which is that first blood icon. Then you can hit that second die that says save.
That one?
Yep. 6 points of slashing damage as Lulan's pounce jumps on the Fist of Bane, but the Fist of Bane is of some sturdier stuff and is able to withstand the strength saving throw. He does not fall prone.
Okay, so then that would be my turn.
Okay. We go back to the top of the order with Beowulf. Beowulf, roll me a death save.
Okay, dice tower, right?
Yes. Okay. We move to Vishara's turn. What do you do?
Alright, first thing first, I'll move over here. And with my bonus action, I will cast Spare the Dying.
Hey.
So
Beowulf is spared. Go ahead.
Like, Beowulf is not up and back in fighting condition, but he's no longer dying, at the very least. And she glances between Salvatore, who she just responded to, and Beowulf, and she kind of sighs a little bit. She says, "I said no dying."
Nice.
And then with my action, I will go ahead and once again try to toll the dead this guy.
All right. The tolling bells assault the Fist of Bane, who cannot withstand it. Once again, roll damage. 10 points of necrotic damage as the Fist of Bane drops the mace and both hands go to his head. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
So, you keep saying bell tolling, but that's not quite right. I think it's more like a wind chime.
Okay.
And it's a lot more gentle, and he kind of just feels tired. And he just, like, falls limp and drops the mace, and then just kind of collapses as he falls asleep and will not wake up.
All right.
Peaceful surrender.
You all see the Fist of Bane holding hands up to his ears as he hears something that none of you can, and just silently falls face first on the ground, dead. Congratulations, you have defeated these cultists.
Salvatore immediately takes a knee and uses three charges of lay on hands to bring Beowulf to 3 HP.
Okay. Beowulf, you regain consciousness with 3 hit points. At this time, you're going to roll for your bludgeoning injury.
All right. What do I roll for? Just
Okay.
a d20, right? Or
Hold up. I gotta find where I got that.
man, but I still can't believe I got those 2 natural 20s back to back like that.
Yeah.
As you're figuring out what to roll and stuff, Salvatore, as he's like laying on hands and Beowulf's coming back to consciousness, he's just gonna be like, "You all right, man? That was crazy. That was so cool. You smashed those dudes. That was great. You're crazy."
Yeah, that hit just kind of reminded me of something. Wouldn't be the first time I got knocked down. But maybe it was definitely harder than what I've... Thank you. Alright. What would I roll for this?
All
We got
right.
each other's back.
Yep. So you should have gotten a table. I just shared a table with you. Go ahead and click the roll button
40.
on that.
Alright.
Right, so you roll a 6. Ooh. You gain
Yikes.
1 level of severity.
Oof.
Please roll on this table now.
Okay.
Alright. You have a medium injury, so you determine injury with a constitution save. Just a straight up
Alright.
constitution saving throw. You rolled
Alrighty.
17. Which is a broken nose.
Ah.
Broken nose is painful, but doesn't have any adverse effect. Any magical healing mends your nose, although it may heal crooked if it is crooked when the healing is applied. Seeing as Salvatore has healed you, do you want to keep the broken nose, or do you want it to go away?
I would want it to go away. I'd probably
Okay.
fix it myself.
Go.
There you go.
Perfect.
So Beowulf kind of wakes up to Salvatore as this healing energy from lay on hands courses through him, and his nose is kind of sideways. But as the healing takes course and he opens his eyes, you see the nose kind of like shift and crack and correct itself.
Ah. Well, that was fun, I guess.
I mean, everything except watching you go down was extremely fun for me. I mean, you are incredible, man. That was great.
Yeah. Just gotta practice a little bit, and hey, it'll all work out eventually.
I mean, you just bricked some people. Lulin turned into a panther.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing
Bashara
that does.
killed a guy with her mind. That was crazy.
And then the panther comes up to you, Beowulf, and licks your face.
Yes, hello. Kind of weird seeing you as a panther, but hello.
It licks your face again. And then I change form and cast Cure Wounds on you.
That definitely helps. Thank you.
Don't do that.
Bashara will come over and I'm sorry I can't do anything more substantial for you, but between my attempts at combat and healing Salvatore, I'm sort of capped on all of my larger resources.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I've taken a beating before. It's nothing I can't handle. Just keep moving on. I'll be fine.
Again, thank you for your healing, Bashara. It would have been pretty rough without you.
Yeah, great job. And thank you to you too, Lulin. Definitely, you definitely help out a lot.
Thanks.
I will continue doing my best to make sure that none of you fall permanently.
Well,
That would be
hey,
quite sad.
if this is your best, you're doing a pretty good job. None of us are exactly dead.
Well said. Well, We probably shouldn't stick around here.
Right. You want to check them, see if they have anything?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go see. I would like to investigate their corpses.
All right.
Just to be sure, we are in an alleyway, right?
Yeah, you're back behind a bunch of buildings.
Okay, good.
Me too.
All right,
Okay,
would I
so
roll
you
investigation?
find, you don't have to roll for this. You find 2 suits of chainmail, 2 shields with those black gauntlets, 2 maces, 2 longbows. Then you also find 2 long-bladed daggers.
All right.
I think you should take those.
2 long-bladed daggers, and then let's see.
Well, even if we can't use them, I mean, we can sell them.
Find
Could help us get in. Oh, sorry.
23 copper pieces.
All right. Well, as much as copper pieces are useful, we can sell their stuff for some money. Doubt people here are gonna really question where we got things. Should help us get into the bathhouse.
A little bit careful with selling armor that has markings of whoever the hell these guys are, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I suppose so.
It was just the shields, right? That had the cult markings on them.
Correct. They could easily be like scratched off though.
Yeah.
Or like it's like an emblem. You could do something if you really wanted to. Plus, like I highly doubt it would be difficult to find someone that would buy those even here at Baldur's Gate. So
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like gather it up and say it. And with my knowledge of Baldur's Gate, do I know of any like places on the way to the bathhouse that I could possibly like offload these things at?
You're really close to the bathhouse, so not on the way, but there is places that you would travel a little bit further for. It wouldn't be too bad.
So they're decently close by.
Let me see.
I mean, is there a way we can? I don't know. I feel like before we get into the shit at the bathhouse, we're gonna have to rest up. I mean, we got spent spell slots. We got a Beowulf that's pretty hurt.
I'm fine. Just a flesh wound, or really not even any wound. Just a little
I
bleed.
think the beauty of you quoting that is the person who said that became a quadriplegic. So, we got to be careful with that one.
The closest place you'd have to go to the upper city and go to the wide.
All right. So now I'll kind of like relay to everybody that. So the closest place we can go to sell this stuff is in the upper city. So if we want to take a detour, we can offload this stuff, get money for the bathhouse, and just generally be better off. Maybe even find something that'll help us on the way there.
Say we go sell our stuff and come back to the bathhouse. Maybe say enjoy the bathhouse a little bit. Do you think the refreshments and refinements of said bathhouse would be enough to restore our properties to mimic a long rest?
No, you'd have to take an actual long rest to restore spell slots.
That'd probably be like more of a short rest, honestly.
You could take a short rest. Warlocks regain spells on a short rest, I believe, but everybody else regains spells on a long rest.
Above table, I don't get anything on a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on a short rest. Like, But yeah.
I'm just a little bit worried about our resources, I guess.
Well, so think of it this way. You can go to the bathhouse. It's still daylight, so you know who knows what happens in the daylight versus night there. You can perform reconnaissance. There's nothing that says you have to really like do anything at the bathhouse right now, unless you choose to, basically.
Vishara's idea was that it wouldn't hurt for any of them to actually be.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, going to the markets to like sell things, and then coming to the bathhouse, would that make it at nighttime?
It's still early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So like you woke up at 9, probably spent 20 minutes or so, and then got out. So it might only be like 9:30 right now. So you could go to the Wide, do some shopping, spend a couple hours, and then it would still be daylight.
All right. So then, as a suggestion, I'll just kind of look to everybody and say, I think it'd be better to offload this stuff. We don't need to exactly be carrying it around with us, all this. As I said, it'd be better to just have the gold. Then we can do some reconnaissance at the bathhouse. And then we'll figure out what to do from there. Good?
What if we get jumped
That
again?
sounds amenable to me.
Well, if we get jumped again, I mean, I highly doubt it will get jumped if we just stick to the paths given to us instead of cutting through things like this. I mean, now you know to be more careful in Baldur's Gate.
That's fair. All right. You know where to go. I'll follow your lead.
All right, let's just make sure we keep an eye out for anything else.
All right. So you make your way to the gate cutting to the west. You go towards what is known as the Heap Gate, which is one of the smaller patriarch gates. Which normally it's only accessible to select individuals such as the wealthy patriarchs or people bearing their livery, but for argument's sake, we'll go through there. Go to the Wide. So I have all of those items on the party sheet in the inventory, and I also have the 23 copper pieces there.
Okay.
Anything else you guys want to sell, go ahead and put into the party sheet.
Well, I'll just take a quick look. I don't think I have anything else.
All you gotta do is drag and drop it in.
Yeah, I think I'm good with stuff.
All right. The merchant offers a 45% price on those items.
Oof.
Can I try to like get a little bit more out of them with like? Can I try to like persuade them to go like to maybe like 60%?
Go ahead. What do you say?
All right, so I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I mean, it was decently difficult to get these items. I feel like 45% is a bit low. Would you maybe be willing to do maybe 60%, or heck, we can even split it even, go 50?
The merchant looks at you and kind of puts his thumb on his tongue to wet it, and then rubs off a little bit of blood on the blade. Yeah, I imagine it was a little difficult to take these. Speaking of which, you know, putting my business in a little bit of danger selling these to me. They're just regular blades, regular pieces of armor. It's a fair price, 45.
Honestly, I'll take it. I guess anything's useful.
Alright, righto. He holds out his hand. You shake it?
Alright, fine. Let's do it.
Okay.
Kind of a little bit annoyed, but gotta take what I can.
You sell them for a total of 126 gold pieces.
Jeez, that's more than I thought it was gonna be.
Great.
Alright. thank you for your business, and I'll possibly see you again, buddy.
Right. Thank you very much. All right. That will conclude our night's session. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in and watching along with us. This has been the Tavern League's presentation of Descent into Avernus Reimagined. Started it off very differently than the actual module. Added a whole bunch of story into the beginning, and I'm doing some stuff differently in the campaign. I think it meshes a lot better and explains the story, and it's a lot easier to follow that way. Session 6, we're already kind of getting into it. Session 6, getting to the bathhouse, and hopefully that goes quickly, because we all know where we want to be, really, which is hell, into Avernus. So keep watching, stay tuned every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, you know, as time permits, when I'm able to run, I will be running them. You can check me out on Twitch, Facebook Live, as well as YouTube, and I am getting a lot of my YouTube videos posted now, because I have time. I'm not sleeping the day away working second shift. But yes, so check out the YouTube, like, subscribe, follow on all that stuff. Definitely appreciate it. Don't feel like you have to do any, like the Twitch subscriptions, whatever. YouTube is free. You know, follow me on Twitter, all that stuff, as well as join my Discord. You can talk with the other players, talk with myself as well. And check out my startplayinggames.com, my Games Master profile on there. I'm hoping to get more sessions running. So once I have those kind of all ready and set, I will be sending feelers out there and seeing who is looking to play some games with me as the Dungeon Master. But for now, it is time to begin signing off. So thank you, all of you who have been here. Go ahead and take your mugs, whatever it is you're drinking. I got this nice Propel water. Go ahead and tip your mugs back and finish whatever it is you're drinking. Thank you so much for being here with us. This has been the Tavern League.